4, 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, everybody. Coach Armando Torres here. I am super excited about today's call. What a phenomenal weekend, guys. I had a chance to spend time with our partners at Snap. It's a new agency that we launched out in Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, they're a national agency, but and some of them are joining us today. We're excited for them to be here with us. So for those of you guys, by the way, I am recording this because tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time, on Tuesdays at 8 p.m., our regional vice presidents do a replay and answer questions and stuff like that. So people who are working, they can be on those calls. So we have Amber and Mark Mullinax and a few other leaders, Powerhouse, that do the replay at nighttime at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you have team members that didn't make it today, right now, but you want to make sure they're getting this information, get them on the call at 8 p.m. On Tuesday nights. So I wanted to kind of break down everything that's going on, right? Not everything, because it would be like an 8-hour call, but let's give you as much information as possible. So from the get-go, I want to explain Powerhouse Financial is an IMO FMO, meaning that we have a direct contract with carriers, and then we set up agencies and agents to those that are licensed to get contracts direct with carriers, okay? The compensation plan and all that is depending on rank. I'm not going to go too much into that today based on your organization and whatnot, but the gist of it is that we are an IMO FMO, okay? So we connect people, agencies, and agents under the agency who are licensed to get health contracts and life contracts and everything in between. And I'm going to show you that right now. In addition to that, guys, with the Snap partnership, we're going to have an opportunity now, everybody on this call, whether you're licensed or not, to build an organization with people who are not licensed, okay? And they're going to be able to sell us leads and sell us retention services, right? Through the model, and then through that, they'll be able to pick up a commission for the lead and a commission for the retention of PM every single month for that, okay? And what that does for us, thinking outside of the box, it just opens up the opportunity way bigger, okay? So I want to go ahead and do a semi presentation of the Powerhouse opportunity, and that way everybody's on the same page. And keep in mind that this is going to be a combined effort, if you will. Let me move some pictures and stuff around. Can you guys see my screen here? Are we good?
Yes.
All right, cool. So let's start the slideshow from the beginning. And well, just so everybody gets a visual, right? And we'll come back to this, we'll close it out. But these are all the products that we offer, okay? Term life insurance being our foundational product. Health insurance is where we just launched Snap Financial with health insurance, okay? But all of these are on the table. We just only talked about one product line this weekend because we would have blown them out of the water, and that was not my intention. My intention was just to get them up to speed. Did I hear Alina there? Did I hear Alina? Somebody has a same sounding voice as Alina. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so the idea of this weekend was just to launch health insurance, but these are all the products that we offer. So let's go all the way to the beginning of the presentation so I can give you guys an understanding of where we're at, right? So achieving financial independence. And guys, this is interesting. My goal, and I say this at every meeting, right? My goal is to make sure each and every single one of you have a business that the recurring revenue allows you to fire your boss, right? And that's something that I take personal, right? I believe in that. I believe that every single person. Now, if you really like your boss or if you really like your job, I have people who are teachers in our team, and we have people we even have doctors, right? Some people who really like what they do, right? And that is your passion, go for it. But it's a lot different to go to your job when you want to versus when you have to, right? So that's my personal philosophy, my personal goal. And two quotes that I want everybody to keep in mind. Number one, why build a residual income and why build a business? A wise man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, right? That's Proverbs, guys. Look it up, Proverbs 13:22. And then the other one that I love is Yogi Berra says, if you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you get there, right? You have to have a clear, concise mental picture of what your FIN is. Amber, we need to go back in here and organize this with Andy. She did a phenomenal job. It's just a couple of things that I don't know how to fix to make it look right. So today's presentation will focus a lot on your FIN, financial independence number. Now, every time we've done this, we go through the work flow with everybody in the room and stuff like that. But if you're on this call, you should have a very clear, concise mental picture. How many dollars need to come into your house to equal, not surpass. Eventually, we're going to make enough money to go hunt lions in Africa and go, eat baguette in France and Paris and, drink wine in the wine country and all that stuff. But just to fire your boss, what is the exact dollars that you need right now? And if you're new to this, write it down, right? And if you're not new to this, but you have it written down, write it down. You need to know to the dollar, like $3,642, right? That's what needs to come in to pay the rent, the mortgage, the cars, the kids' school, the food, whatever, right? Netflix account, Hulu's account. I just looked at the statement today and I was like, man, are we paying a lot of subscription? We should go back to cable, I think. Anyways, we're going to go to Vidgo. I'll introduce that product to you guys soon. It's pretty neat. Listen to this, guys. Very simple terms. The business can be defined in these two lines. The green line is your money line. The red line is your responsibility line. When you're early on in life, meaning that you're young, you have small kids, you have a mortgage, you have car payments, yada, 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 yada. Usually you have a lot of responsibilities and a little bit of money. When you put a plan in place, right, and we call it a powerhouse plan in place, your responsibilities will diminish, some by natural causes of life, like kids will grow up and hopefully move out, right? You're going to have a smaller house and probably a house paid off and cars paid off, right? And if you put a plan in place, today we sit here and, the house is paid off, cars are paid off, life is good, right? It's part of the plan, right? And then you have more money than responsibility. Write this down. Who on this call has more months than money? Right? Who on this call has more months than money? Well, that's why when your money runs out on like day number 20, 21, right? We got to fix that. So we address those two major issues. Okay, we address those two major issues. The two major issues is, number one, if you die too soon. When you die too soon, that's when term life insurance and all the stuff that we have for keeping you healthy, right? Health insurance. Guys, I got Obamacare in January of 16, and in February I went to the doctor for the first time in a long time, diagnosed with like diabetes and this and that and the other. Doctor said, man, if you wouldn't have come in, you'd probably been dead in 6 months, right? Because it was just like, it was out of control. But because I didn't have a healthcare plan and I didn't go to the doctor much, right? So you got to stay alive. That's number one. But number two problem, but we can resolve it, is if you live too long, right? Some of us come from countries where the average lifespan is like 50, 60-year-old, right? But here in the United States, if you pretty much take care of yourself and stuff like that, you go live well into your 80s and 90s, and we even have people in the hundreds here, right? So you have to have a game plan for you not to run out of money. We address that here with our product line. So what are our product lines? Our foundation. So when you build a house, the foundational product of building a house is term life insurance. Guys, if you are not yet licensed, you're going to want to get with contracting. I'll give you that in a few minutes. You're going to want to get with contracting and use our discount code so you can get the class taken care of. But you want to get both life and health. If you're on this call and you have a health insurance but not life, or life insurance but not health, you want to go back and get both life and health for your state. Okay, and once you have it for your state, then you can easily apply through www.nipr.com, www.nipr.com, and you can apply for a non-resident license for the other states. You only have to take the test once in your home state, but then you can get the non-resident license in other states, right? So the health insurance license is important because we do pretty much all health insurance, okay? We do Obamacare, which is Affordable Care Act. We do Medicare. We do individual family plans for people who are above the pay grade of Obamacare, right? We do supplemental. We do vision. We do dental, pretty much the whole gamut of products. We are going to be doing group in the next few months. We're working on some relationships there. I'm doing my due diligence. The lawyers are doing the due diligence to bring in group health. We'll have that. What we do not do is Medicaid. So if somebody's on Medicaid, okay, they will not qualify in the most part for Obamacare. However, there's millions and millions and millions of people. I'll tell you, there's about 2.4 million in Texas and close to 3.7 million in Florida and millions and everywhere else that were on COVID Medicaid. They were on Medicaid because of COVID, and they're about to be dropped. That's an opportunity, a huge opportunity, guys. Listen to me carefully. If you're not non-resident licensed in Florida, Texas, Arizona, and California, all right, like ASAP, like as soon as humanly possible, pick up those non-resident licenses, because in that case, it's wide open. Okay, it's wide open. Where do you find those cases? Social media would be good. Your friends and family, advertise through your social media. Get with Amber. We'll have a Rainmaker product that is phenomenal for marketing. So make sure that you connect with Amber. Amber, if you can put your number on the chat so they can connect with you. So, and then doctor offices, right? Connect with doctors. Hey, who do you have on Medicaid that possibly is falling off the rolls? They've been advised already that they have to go get an Obamacare plan or an ACA plan. So that's a very easy, low-hanging fruit, okay? We do legal insurance because it's important. Once you put a plan together for a family, we use prepaid legal, or now it's called Legal Shield. For that, we have a master account, so you don't have to go and become an associate of Legal Shield. If you are, that's good. You know, God bless you, and write as many as you can. But if you're not a member of Legal Shield today as an associate, you don't have to be. Through Powerhouse, you can submit your application through us. We'll do all the paperwork for you on the back end and stuff like that, and you're going to get paid, right? B2B solutions with ERC, tax-free retirement account planning. We do a bunch of stuff for small businesses, and then we also do wealth management. Now, I missed that whole thing, Amber, and you didn't throw a beanbag at me. I missed the roof. So we say here at Powerhouse, before we put stuff in the house, like our second product that we talk about, term life insurance as being their first product, IUL, Index Universal Life, is our second product. We talk about that because the term product, the term life insurance product, is a plan that you write for the family today. Today is Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023. If God forbid that person passes away like next week, you know, and that's happened to me, right? I've signed a client on Sunday and they've gotten murdered on Thursday, right? And I took a check to the family the following week. So that's why the term life insurance is important. It's a lot of money of coverage for a little bit of dollars, and it's super important. IUL is as important because it's a cash accumulation account, right? Tax-free cash accumulation account that also has some life insurance in it, okay? And again, don't worry about the ins and outs of it today. We're going to be doing a lot of training every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern time at www.powerhouseempire.com. Again, www.powerhouseempire.com. Every Tuesday at 1 o'clock, we do our training. We have phenomenal support team. We have phenomenal in-house underwriters, Valerie and Amber and Mark and so many other leaders that we have on our team, Andres Vernay, Rick. I mean, we have just a lineup of leaders that will help you understand this business and get it going, okay? So it is important to have that IUL in place, and we train you how to do it correctly, because an IUL can hurt a family if it's not done properly, right? You hear stories out there, oh, you know, that IUL was a ripoff and this and that and the other. That's because the agent was trying to make a lot of money and they solved for insurance instead of for cash accumulation. But our team is properly trained and will properly train you. And then the chimney is debt elimination. So we have a couple of programs for that, but more importantly, we're growing our mortgage department. So our mortgage department will help you with refinances and so on and so forth. And then it goes into a bunch of wording. I'm going to stay on this slide right here, and I'm going to go ahead and open it for questions. We're at 17 minutes and 58 seconds. So Amber, if you can mark that 18-minute marker, that's probably where we'll cut it off. But I want to keep the recording going, just so, because you guys may surprise me today. I have great questions. Now I'm sure you'll have great questions, so I'm looking forward to answering. So we're going to open it up for questions and answers. and while I compose my thoughts here, if is there any questions so far as to how this opportunity fits into your book of offerings?
Hey, Armando, this is Shannon Simachek.
Shannon, how are you?
Doing well. So I want to know more about the ACA stuff, how to get going with that. I'm a part of SNAP, and then I see on Facebook that we have a lot of contacts and mutual contacts. So
yeah, we must have crossed paths a few times.
Yes, and I didn't realize it. So anyway, we need to talk. I don't know if we need to talk offline or whatever, but
yeah, let's talk.
Go ahead.
As far as getting started with us, guys, I'm gonna put in the chat a link if you are licensed. Now, I know over the weekend, those of you guys that are with Snap, we did a Snap account specifically for you guys to sign up. But if you are licensed already, we need to have you go ahead and Amber, do you have that link for the people who are licensed already? The Valerie's link?
I'm not sure which
I can put it in the I can put it in the chat.
Oh, Valerie, okay, yeah. All right. So by the way, everybody, that is Miss Valerie Torres. She's our Chief Operating Officer and our Senior Field Underwriter. Her and her team will help you make sure you get connected with all the contracts, and you got to be nice to her because she also runs payroll. So you want to get paid on time and efficient. I'm just kidding. Whether we like you or not, you're still going to get paid on time. But she runs both teams, the contracting team and then our commissions team. There's a lot of people behind the scenes. Really behind the scenes, like most people will probably never see a lot of these guys, but one of these days we'll have like a convention or something and bring all the partners in. But anyways, so Valerie will be your point of contact for operations side. If you want to put in your phone number and your email as well, contracting at Powerhouse FIN, and you guys can reach out to her for any contracting. Again, those of you guys who are licensed, you want to reach out to her. If you're not licensed, still send her an email, let her know that you're not licensed and that you want to get licensed, and then she'll send you an email with the step-by-step instructions on how to do that. Okay?
Hey, Armando, this is Arthur Bankston.
How you doing, sir?
All right, we talked this weekend. Learned a lot this weekend, learning more now. So for those that are
studs, man, congratulations.
Thank you, man. We're just trying to make a difference. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Great tool. So for those that are licensed already and that are in SNAP, or are coming in SNAP, I think I have a couple of people on here that are being introduced to this that are licensed insurance agents already. The process is still the same. If they reach out to the link that you're giving, and then they can just be linked to their SNAP ID number. Is that correct?
Exactly. So the link, and go ahead and ask for the link and take a look at the link, even if you're not licensed, for those of you guys who are building, because in the link, it asks which agency are you with, right? We have multiple agencies that we service, that we are like the back office for them on the insurance side. So they will be able to drop down and just say SNAP. They do have to register. You want to make sure they're registered on your SNAP organization, just so you protect your genealogy and all that on the SNAP side. And that goes the same for those of you guys who are on with Experior or with Avid or with any other one of our partners, right? When they do the sign up, it'll ask what agency they're with, and then right there we know who to pay, and then we pay SNAP, and SNAP puts it into their comp plan. They do get paid more. You do get paid more. I want to say this slowly so that everybody understands me. You get paid more on your personal production if you are licensed. You get paid a lot more on your personal production if you are licensed. You still get paid if you're not licensed. And guys, on the other verticals, I'm gonna on our other partners, I'm going to be introducing Snap to you guys shortly, with all the bells and whistles. And not only is it an opportunity for people who are not licensed to make money, but there's other stuff in there that they can make money. So we're going to have to put, Amber, like a little car for delivery and a couple other things on this house to fully show our opportunity. But as of this moment, today's call is only on the insurance vertical, and these are all the items. This is all the stuff that we can do on the actually in the financial services vertical. Any other questions? You serious? No questions? Or
you might have covered it already.
Yeah, Armando. How you doing? This is Dame, a Snap delivered.
Hey, how are you, brother?
Man, amazing presentation this weekend, man. Very impressive,
Thank you, bro. I
especially with
appreciate
dealing with their gold.
that.
My question is this: do you have like any type of script of how you can approach people about talking about health insurance? Because I'm not licensed, so I won't be able to name the names. But like, how would you approach somebody as far as they just call them up, a friend, a family, associate, and say, health insurance, can you run by that?
Yeah. Hey, Dan, how are you? It's Armando. How you doing, man?
Okay, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Can't complain.
Hey, real quick, man. We just added something pretty cool. I'm excited about. Do you have health insurance for you and your family?
Yes.
Okay. This is the point. Whether it's yes or it's no, either way, roughly is going to be something like this. All right, then listen. You have health insurance. That's great, man. Listen, we just launched a health insurance product with us with our company. We have a call center with a couple of experts. I'd like to introduce you to them and see if we can help you out. If you have the right coverage, we're going to give you the blessing and keep it moving. If you don't have the right coverage, they're going to advise you on what are your options. Is that cool with you?
Sounds good.
All right, awesome. Now, because you're not licensed or because you will SNAP, you're going to fill out the form, right? And the form for you guys is snapinsuranceleads.com, right? snapinsuranceleads.com. You're going to fill out the form, and then you're going to do a 3-way call with the call center, and you're going to introduce them to the agents, to the experts, right, who are there to service you Monday through Friday, 9 to 6 Eastern time. And that's that number for you guys in SNAP. It's not for everybody, but for the SNAP folks, and I'm going to be working on this with the other verticals, with our other. Man, I've been saying vertical so much, like everything's vertical. Like I'm saying, like when my next meal, I'm calling it a vertical. Yo, what's the next vertical? For all of our other partners, we're going to have branded for you guys as well. But for SNAP, you guys are going to call 888-610-SNAP, right? 888-610-SNAP. So, but the first thing is make sure you fill out the form, so that way in our system that you tag that client, right? So when they call in, and it's the same thing if they don't have insurance. If they don't have insurance, hey, why don't you? I would get dramatic, right? I would be like, yo, what are you talking about? You don't got insurance, man. You crazy, man. What happens if you get sick? What happens if you COVID? You know, like, yeah, you crazy? How you walking around without insurance? And most people are gonna say, well, it was either too expensive or this and that. And the other. Listen, I got a group of experts. Let me get you on the phone with them, and let me see if we can help you out. Right? And that's it. And just fill out the form, call the 100 number. Boom. That's it. That's it. Simple. Now, those of you guys who are licensed, once you guys are contracted, I'm going to teach you how to do the quotes and close the business, which is relatively very easy.
One more question. Like,
yes, sir.
They're going to need a social security number. They don't pull credit or anything like that?
No, they don't pull credit, but they're going to need either a social security number or an EIN number. Okay. Like if they just got here, by the way,
okay, yeah.
This is a very educational moment here. Listen up. A lot of people coming over the border every day. Okay. Now, in the years past, you know, they had to wait till they get their residency or this, and the other. That's not the case right now. Okay. If they came over the border and they have one of the qualifying forms, which are the qualifying forms? It don't matter. That's not, I don't need you to know that, right? The experts know that, right? They're going to ask for the forms. But if they have any of the qualifying forms, they will qualify for Obamacare. So
speaking on that, I got a question too, because I have contacts with individuals who have a lot of workers that have done that and that are legalized to work. Is that one of the qualifying for like the green card?
Yep.
Or
yep. They're going to have either an I-95 or 275 form, some kind of immigration form that, some kind of immigration form.
Armando, is this still available in Puerto Rico as well?
So we are working on getting licensed in Puerto Rico, but Puerto Rico is a little bit difficult because it's not a state. So keep that in mind. Puerto Rico is not a state, so we have to. So we're going through our hoops and challenges. I'm hoping that by next quarter we'll have Puerto Rico going. I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to quote somebody here, just so you guys know. Health Sherpa is our quoting platform. Again, this is for those who are licensed. Once you get contracted, you're going to have access to this. And then we're going to sign in, which is healthsherpa.com. healthsherpa.com. Once you're licensed, you'll be part of our agency, and then you'll have access to this. You go up here, quote on exchange. put in the zip code 33897. Put in the county, make sure you're in the right county. Number of members in the household. And then household income. I'm going to share with you guys, everybody. There's a FPL chart, federal poverty line. And again, I'm just going real fast just to show you what this looked like, guys. I will be doing an in-depth training for those of you guys who are licensed and contracted, okay? 2023 FPL chart. And for those of you guys who are not licensed, go get a cup of coffee a second. or go get licensed quickly, right? So a family of six, for example, a family of six making $74,000, I'm sorry, $55,000, you're within 150% of the poverty line, right? Within 74,000, you're within 200% of the poverty line. So a family of six can make household income, mom, dad, and all the kids and everybody, up to 148,000 and still qualify for some credits. If you're between 100% and 400%, you're going to qualify for some credits. Over 400%, we can do it, and they're going to say, well, that's expensive, but it's because they make a lot of money. So somebody's making $200,000 a year, they can afford to pay $1,200, $1,500 a month for health insurance, right? But you don't worry about it necessarily, because once you put it in the system, you show them, and I'll teach you how to close that business. Because really, when you're dealing in that population, you got to pretend that you're as rich as they are, right? So, hey, it's $1,800 and you just stay quiet. I'll train on that, on how to close that business. But right now for Obamacare, for the ACA part of it, if they're within this rank, so let's say this family makes $53,000 a year, right? So here we put 53,000. You're going to put the ages of everybody in the household. So 45 male. You're going to add this spouse, 42 female. As you see it, the male. I'm just giving you guys an example. 15 male.
Armando, can you tell us how long does it take, the process?
Once you get good, I can close it in 7 minutes.
But is to start them with the insurance and everything, is that
7 minutes.
that's
Your
it?
first ones probably will take about 20 minutes because you're going to do this. I'm going to show you exactly what needs to be done here, right? So 7 female. So here up on the top, it's going to say the credits, right? $1,000, but it's going to tell you that these kids are probably eligible for Medicaid, right? So you're going to click here and say it's ending soon, so they're not eligible for Medicaid. Take them off the Medicaid. Boom, 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 boom. And again, I'm just showing you right now. When you guys get licensed, I mean, when you guys get contracted, I'll go into a full detailed presentation and show you guys how to do this, right? But just to show you an example. So the household savings, the credits that we're going to get for this family is $2,041 a month. Okay. So if you go down here, you're going to click on silver, because I like to sell silver plans, has the most bang for the buck. And then I show them, like, for example, and better.
But we would have access once we fill out all the forms. And
Right. So for example, you look at the left to right, monthly payment will be $0, deductible $0, maximum out of pocket $925, right? So like catastrophic. And if you don't know what that means, you just highlight this and it tells you, right? You literally read it to the client. An out-of-pocket maximum is the most you'll have to pay, blah, 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 right?
it's easy.
Doctor's visit $0, specialist 40, no charge for generic. So this is a good plan. But if let's say they go to a specialist, well, this is a better plan because this has a higher out-of-pocket, but it has a lower specialist, right? Like I go to the endocrinologist and stuff like that. So, you know, you pick the plan, or you can even compare a few plans. Again, I'm not training on this today. I'm just showing you guys this is the tool that once you're contracted and licensed and contracted, you'll have access to this tool and you'll be able to close the business. You don't have to rely on the call center. You can close the business yourself, right? And then you go here like line item by line item. Once they choose the plan, you click on add to cart and start the application. Boom. It's that simple. And the application, like I said, takes 7 minutes.
Armando, what's the minimum and max age?
So 0 to 64 for the most part, and then 65 and above if they do not qualify for Medicare. So you can write somebody over 65, like for example, they just got to this country, right? They haven't paid into the system. They might not qualify for Medicare. In that case, you can write them on an Obamacare plan.
If they qualify for Medicare, then this program is not for them.
Right. If they qualify for Medicare, that's another training. If you're licensed, you can do Medicare as well. So if they qualify for Medicare, we would write them on a Medicare plan.
Can someone that is on Medicare or that it's going to be on Medicare starting, say, June, and it's in access right now, instead of having access for the, can they have the
Obamacare, yes.
the Obamacare and
Yeah.
and still have the Medicare?
So yeah, so the way that it's written on the Obamacare side, you have to write the business between the 1st and the 15th for it to be effective or active on the 1st of the following month. If you write it from the 16th from the 16th through the end of the month, there's a lapse of a month, okay? Because the cutoff is the 15th of the month to start the next month. On Medicare, no. Medicare, you can write it the last day of the month and starts the next day. But on Obamacare, still, the cutoff is the 15th. So if they're going on Medicare in June, for example, and we're in May, they just have to stay where they're at. And then you could write them on Medicare already, because Medicare, again, I'm going to train you guys on all of this once you get contracted. I'm going to go into some details here. But Medicare qualifies the month they turn 65, 3 months prior, and 3 months after. So for example, if June is the month they turn 65, they would qualify May, April, and March. So you could write that as early as March, right? Because it's June, and then it's 3 months prior, May, April, and March. If it's after the 65 months, so June, so it will be July, August, and September. So you could write them between March and September if they're new to Medicare, turning age 65.
Yeah, because I have June, and also my husband that that it's going to be getting Medicare.
Oops. I need to do that.
Just over here.
Okay. So you guys are turning 65 in June?
I have a friend that is turning 65 in June, and then he wants to do it, and my husband in August. So
let's get you certified so that you can write those deals.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. And again, you guys who are licensed, you personally, for your personal production, you're going to use Health Sherpa. You're going to write it yourself. You're not going to use a call center. Listen to me carefully. Those of you guys who are licensed, you're going to write the business yourself. Okay. Your team who's not licensed is going to use the call center.
So Armando, I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm licensed in 4 states. So, and I mean, I'm pretty proficient in this. I use Health Sherpa all the time.
Beautiful.
Here in South Carolina. But can I use the Health Sherpa to write the ones I already write and then do the referrals for the states I'm not licensed in? Or do we kind of have to pick one lane or the other?
No, you can use the call center for the states that you're not licensed in. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, some of them, if it's 1 or 2, it's not worth me paying, $80 to go get a second license to write one policy. So
Sure.
It's easier just to refer those.
Yep.
But
Let's have a conversation if you're already with another agency, and let's see how it would make sense for you to come over here. Because ideally, it would be best for you to have everything over here, right?
okay, that was one of my next questions.
Yeah.
So did I have to give up the carrier contracts I've already got?
We got to transfer you, but Valerie is very proficient at that. So everybody on the call should have my number directly, which is 305-409-6835, 305-409-6835. Mary, go ahead and shoot me a text message, and let's set up a time. Probably tomorrow. I'm slammed today. I've been gone for a few days and been back to back. I had one little pelito up here and it's gone. Like
I'm with you. I was in Cincinnati with you, so I know.
Yeah.
I'm on the
Yeah.
same slammed plan.
Yeah, we're slammed today, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Any other questions? I have a few more minutes, guys.
Yeah, Armando, this is Shannon again. Yeah, I have a similar question about licensing and with my current IMO and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. So send me a text message and let's set up some time tomorrow to talk. And listen, if it makes sense for you to stay at your current IMO, I'm not one to tell you, hey, whatever, come over here just for cause, right? We'll talk and we'll see where you're at. What are the benefits you got there? What I tell everybody, so you guys know, as you're hiring people who are licensed, we're the only company that I know of. We're the only company that I know of that want you to grow to become a GA, NGA, SGA, and be a full FMO partner with us. So you have the ability to do that with us. I don't know, and not too many other people will even have that conversation, but nobody else offered me that as I was looking around. And the reason for that, I'll just be clear with everybody, because my partner or my mentor, Mr. Tony Fejo, taught me to work the aggregates, right? To work the numbers. Shannon, you may have, at one point 30,000 clients, right? I may have, 150,000 clients, right? Mary may have, 50,000 clients, and Amber may have whatever. And together, we have 1 million clients. Guess what the purchasing power of that is? Guess what the conversation with the carrier at that moment is, right? They'd be like, hey, listen, we're throwing a convention and I want to throw a convention with everybody eating filet mignon for dinner, right? Things like that, right? I want you to fly in my top producer. I want you to pay for this. I want you, marketing dollars for that. We can do that when we have, just to give you an example, right now, we're sitting at 400,000 lives right now, right? Within Fejo and my organization, all the other organizations together, right? We're at 400,000 lives. I believe in hearts to hearts with everything in my being, that the relationships that we have now put in place with Avid, with Experior, with Snap, with Bedrock, we're gonna pass 1 million in the next 2 years, without even that much of an effort. We'll do 1 million lives. You imagine you have 1 million lives and you sit down with one of the carriers, you'd be like, hey, Pops, this is what I need, brother.
It's helpful.
And so yeah, if you hit the certain numbers, you'll get promoted to GA, and then from there, SGA, and all the way up to, say that again about IMO. All right. So we are a full IMO and a full FMO, meaning that we're sitting at the top contract in the country, right? So when you come in as an agent in most agencies, most companies out there, right? You come in as an agent, the best that you can do is probably be top producer and get some bonuses here and there, right? Sometimes they allow you to become a GA, right, and start your own little team, but that's about it. That's about the highest you can go in most organizations in the United States. My partner Tony Fejo, our mentor, his philosophy, and he taught me this, right? And that's why this is my philosophy as well, is that if we aggregate all of our productions together, we look like a bigger fish. I don't know if you guys ever seen like the little fishes that go in schools, right? And like there's a cartoon that a bunch of little fishes go into school and they become like a big fish, and then the shark is coming, right? And then, so the shark, it becomes very small in comparison to the big fish, but the big fish is an aggregate of a bunch of little fishes, right? Kind of that idea.
I like it.
Amber. That's kind of like the Amber. I say Amber because I'm going to need her to put a visual to that, a graphic to that, right? I have a lot of cool ideas in my head, but I have no idea how to actually do stuff graphically. So Amber makes everything look pretty for us. But that's the kind of the idea. As a school of fish together, we become really big. So that's why, I don't mind, Mary, at some point you become a partner, right? And I don't make a cent off of you. That's fine.
Right.
Because you brought in 40,000 new clients, now we're standing at 800,000 cumulatively, right? So we look better as partners. It's just better. So I don't know anybody else out there that's offering a full FMO partnership contract. In many words, that's what I meant to say.
I think you got that relayed. So can we, and maybe this is an offline conversation, but is there any reason I couldn't keep my current contract in South Carolina and just refer the other states to you?
If you don't want to make money, that's cool. That's up to you. It's America.
Well, it's not that. I've got time to the local
I'm a straight
guy here
shooter.
kind of brought me under his wing and taught me everything. So
Well, let's have a conversation with him because maybe he doesn't have a full FMO contract.
Well, and that may be true too. But
Yeah,
short term, there's no reason I couldn't do the other ones with you and be building that while I'm figuring
absolutely
this
no.
out.
This is a free. Listen, I believe in free enterprise, so it's up to you, and I understand those. I tongue in cheek. I understand relationships, and you have certain loyalties to people and stuff like that. But I would say, and I'm really serious about that. Put them on the phone with me, and if I need to escalate it to Fejo, put them on the phone. We could put them on Fejo. We're just a bigger, badder opportunity. We will dominate the entire United States of America. And there's no question that we will be a dominant force. We kind of are doing what integrity is doing with, and they use that word very loosely because they have no integrity, but they go and they buy out people for their spread and stuff like that, but then you become an employee with them. Right. My philosophy and what Fejo has taught me and Swantech and is a different philosophy. I don't want you to be my employee. I want you to be my partner. A disruptor, right? Look at that. Lois just said disruption. Yeah, we want to disrupt the industry, and we do that by not making you our employee. Not becoming the Roman Empire that you become a Roman. Like we all are going to maintain our identity, right? Like even the way that we set it up, if you see, like we have Snap Agency, we have Avid, we have Experior. I didn't tell them to change their name, right? If I didn't tell them to now you guys work for me, right? I sat with integrity, right? Amber was there and Valerie was there in Dallas, and they're like, yeah, we can give you this millions of dollars and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And then you become our employee. And then we're going to give you a 401k. The moment they said employee, I was like, yeah, no. Check, please. Mondo out. I don't got a price tag. Like I ain't nobody's employee. So nor do I want you to be our employee either, right? We're going to be partners. We're going to go build this together. And we're going to be sitting at the big boy, big girl table, all of us together,
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Hey, Armando, this is Armando.
Hey, great name, bro.
I know, right? I was going to say the same thing about you. Could you give me the number again? I'm licensed health and life and have connections with an IMO and love to talk to you offline.
Absolutely. 305-409-6835. Text me there, 305-409-6835. And we'll set up some time to chat tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Where state are you in?
California.
Okay, cool. So California is a state-based marketplace. So you would cover California. So when you get licensed, contracted through us, and I'm sure are you working on Cover California already?
No, I originally was licensed about 8 years ago and let it expire not long ago and just got relicensed. And I've only been in California for about a year. I was in North Carolina before.
Okay, cool. So yeah, let's talk offline, man. California is a big market. They just kind of quirky, but Valerie and her team could definitely help you get contracted over there and good to go. Well-known promos. It's Dean, right?
Yeah, Dame. Yeah, Dame. But my question is this: is like I have a auto insurance agent, and I'm looking at to actually introduce this to. I was like, how would I actually approach that person?
Peek and pass, bro. Set up a three-way with me. I'd be happy to do that, right? You're gonna pique their interest. The way that I set it up here, and the lawyers finally gave us a green light, right? Is that if they're not licensed, well, we could do it through the Snap platform, and they still make some money. They still make retention PMPMs, and if they do get licensed, then there's multiple ways of working it, right? I got some people who are licensed and they just pass the information over and we split the deals, right? I close all the deals with them if they're licensed. I got other people that write their own business. So there's a lot of ways that you can set it up, with people who are licensed. But now yes, sir.
And also, do y'all have videos of
So we're working on that. Amber is working on our Powerhouse website, and we got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. It's just been, man, for the past 3 years, we've been working on just getting everything together. The most important thing was the contracts, the high level contracts with the different carriers. they've wanted production, so we've had to like go out and produce and do things in a certain way. So we've been busy, but Amber has been developing a bunch of resources, and we will have a bunch of these videos for you guys. And then also the Snap marketing team is going to help us develop a lot of stuff as well. So we'll be working with them.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You guys got Valerie Torres here, our chief operating officer, and she is a expert in the contracting side and stuff like that. It's important that you connect with her, get contracted as fast as possible, get the FFM as fast as possible. Get with Amber as well if you want to do marketing. She has Rainmaker, which is a whole digital platform that is phenomenal. She'll show you that. You guys can look at information on that at www.powerhouserainmaker.com. Powerhouserainmaker.com. You can look at the info there, but definitely get in contact with Amber, and she'll walk you through a lot of that stuff and what resources you can use to market. Because again, guys, it's about getting out there fast and big, hitting as many people as possible, right? So leverage a team, build a team, leverage technology, whatever you got to do, just get big. What other questions do
I
we
saw
have?
in the chat too that are you doing this? One, do we have access to this Zoom? I know you're recording it. And then are you doing it again at 8 p.m.? I seen something in the chat that said 1 and 8 p.m.
Correct. 1 and 8 p.m. Eastern time. Yep. Also, for those of you guys who are on this call, I'll invite you to our Telegram. Go ahead and send me a text message. Ask me for the Telegram link, and I'll send you the Telegram. We communicate through Telegram as a team. So you guys send me a text message, ask for the Telegram link, and Amber, that may be another one of those telegram.powerhousefin.com if possible. So that way we could just make life easier instead of having all these crazy URLs. So Amber went to Cincinnati with a full head of hair, right? And then she hung out with me all weekend, so she's about half. I don't even know why. Hanging out with this dude right here. Yeah, she's a lot saner. She was saner before hanging out with me all weekend. But, all right, Dina.
Hey, Amber.
How are you?
Hey. Okay, so I wanted to know, you may have said this already, how long you been in business?
So we've been licensed since 2010. We went hard in 2015 with Primerica. Valerie and I became vice presidents. We broke the record in Primerica. We did it in 5 months over there. And then we went on our own in 20. When did we go on our own? We left Primerica in 2020. Yeah. So we've been building our own IMO. But God has been good to us. He's always good. And he's connected us always with good mentors and good people. So because of the network marketing industry, my relationships are deep and with solid people, as you guys can see, right, with Andre and Tony and them. Philip Hudgens is my mentor on the life side. He connected us with the carriers, helped us get it going. Philip used to own NAA, National Agents Alliance. He was one of the owners there until 2010. Then today he owns and operates in Vito Financial, one of our sister companies. So yeah. So, but the way that we operate, we go hard every day. So one day for us is like most people's 1 week, so exponentially just been just going hard, going biz, hard in the paint, right? And just building it big. So today we have about 400 agents, right? So 400 licensed agents in the United States. And with our new partnerships, by the end of the year, we should be about 10,000 agents licensed. By the end of the year, we'll have 10,000 licensed agents.
The end of the year.
Yeah.
Pretty ambitious.
Yeah. Well, we have the leadership in place and we have everything in place. See what we did here. Let me go back to this to show you the screen here. What we did here with the house, we created what I believe is the most comprehensive game plan for anybody who's life and health, right? The majority of the agencies out there are very pigeonholed. They do like one thing. They do it well, right? But they just do like, if you're with a health agency, they do health insurance, right? They dabble in life. They may dabble in life, but they're not solid in life. They don't have leadership in life. They don't have an underwriting team in life, right? We have an in-house underwriting team in life, right? We have an in-house underwriting team in health, right? We also have obviously the ERC, right? That most agencies don't have that. For our B2B solution, that's a great game, opener. And from the ERC, you're able to get in there and start talking about, key man policies, talk about retirement solutions, talk about double bonus IULs. I know we'll train on that, right? Where the ownership of the company can start putting away a lot of money to their IULs, right? And not evading taxes, but like legitimately circumventing the tax system, right? We'll teach you how to do that. We also have a wealth management platform, right? We're connected with Poly Wealth Management out of Orlando, Florida. Our partner is Greg Kite. That's my mentor. Greg played for the NBA with Larry Bird, two-time NBA champion, right? So you got somebody with high net worth. You have Greg Kite, happy to jump in, do a Zoom with them, meet with them. If it's enough net worth, we'll go fly to them, right? We have a team very well connected with NLG, National Life Group, on the IUL side. Brittany Russo, just to tell you about how relationship work, my mentor Philip Hudgens was her godfather in her wedding, right? And she's like the top trainer for National Life Group, right? So this is all set up by relationships, and the relationships are there because of the work ethic that we have, and because we were able to build big teams fast, and do things that we're doing. So this will benefit everybody. Like I said, the rising tide raises all ships, right? So that's kind of where we're at right now. Any other questions?
I got about 100 of them, but I'll wait till I'm on the phone with you tomorrow.
and listen, if you that's great. I want everybody to know A Torres, and I'll put that in the chat. A Torres at powerhousefin.com.
Okay.
I tell everybody, guys, you have 3 to 5 years of direct access with me. It'll come to a point where, obviously the organization will be so big and stuff like that. But you guys are here early. You have direct access to me. Monday through Saturday, I work. And Bobby will tell you, I work 24 hours, right? Sundays typically is our family day, and we do that. God and family on Sunday. So I don't answer calls or anything on the weekends. But if you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you got a bunch of questions, send me an email, right? And I probably will respond. Because I'm usually up around 3:15 every morning, right? But send me an email at all time. You might have 100 questions. There's no stupid question. I want everybody on this call to be as confident and as competent as possible, right? Because the more confident and competent you are, the more money you make. That's the bottom line, right? That's how we're at. That's what we do, right? So ask me the questions. Give me ask me the questions. Give me the opportunity to help you. And if I don't have the answer, I got people that have the answer, right? I have a whole entire team. Like, you might call me, hey, how do I do social media marketing and get Facebook ads going in Houston, Texas? I'll be like, I have no idea, but let's get you on the phone with Amber, right? And she'll take it from there. How do I get contracted with XYZ? I have no idea. Let's get you on the phone with Valerie, right? I have blah, blah, blah question. So we got you. Okay, let me see here. I think Valerie's been answering the questions, but I'm just going to go through the chat real quick. If there's any other questions, jump out. I have a few more minutes. Wow, you guys kept a lot.
I've been trying to keep up.
Container padding needed. Lori, I don't know what that means. Container padding. Oh, okay.
For that slide, that's to adjust I'm a grammar and English major, so I'm always looking at spelling and how things look. I make websites, so I was like, oh.
Great. So get in contact with Amber, please. I would love your help. We would love your help. And trust me, she has a lot of work on her own, because she has to put all this crazy stuff. So
yeah,
thank you.
I'd love to. I enjoy it. Yeah.
Good.
And I
love
this culture. I love what you're doing here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. We really do. Some people say that we're like kumbaya. I'm like, yeah, I know. We're not killers here, but But we make
We're
money and we have
super
fun.
cooperative, Laura and Jay. So we love when people say, I know how to do that. We're like, yes. We
Yeah.
love to like just come together and get everyone's help. And I think we can always learn from each other and we work better together. So we all feel that way. So thank you.
I
for
also put
speaking
my
up.
calendar link in the chat in case anybody wants to book a rainmaker appointment with me to learn if it's a good fit and if it'll meet your needs. So it's in the chat.
Yes.
So the number is 888-610-SNAP. 888-610-SNAP. Valerie wrote the whole number out there so you can put it on your phone, but I would put that on your phone and like save it as like 888-SNAP or something like that, right? To get licensed. Okay, so to get licensed, and again, if you're not licensed, get with Valerie. She has a whole form, but just so you guys know, the class normally is like $100, $200, $300, up to $500, depending on where you go. Through Powerhouse, it'll be $39. Okay, you can do the class for $39. You want to do life and health, make sure you get with Valerie and get the website and get the discount code. Okay, you want to do life and health, you want to do them both. Do them both at the same shot. If not, then you have to go back like I did, and most people, a lot of people on the call, you have to go back and take the other one eventually, right? But if you're brand new, I'm telling you, go ahead and get life and health, right? Get that done like ASAP. Okay, yeah, Valerie had already answered that. See, I love it. I have a team, man. I'm telling you, they make me look good. So yeah, there's a $59 option for those of you guys who have time and want to do it like a live course. Exam Effects offers a live course. I think it's Tuesdays and Wednesdays or Wednesdays and Thursdays, where they go over all of the information and they do like a review live. That's Medicare. So Medicare training, we do 1 week Medicare, 1 week ACA. That is on Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern, right here at Powerhouse FIN. So basically Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wednesday call is in Spanish, but Mondays and Tuesdays is our calls 1 o'clock Eastern, and then the recording gets replayed by our RVPs at 8 p.m. Eastern. Any personal health insurance? So pretty much anyone. I think that was answered. That was answered. That was answered.
Armando, this Shannon, I sent you a direct message in here.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of messages, so bear with me a second. Amber's link. I just want to make sure I answer everybody's. I don't see yours. You want to send me a text message? If you send me a text message, I'll answer it publicly. We got a few seconds here. Again, if you need the Telegram link, please send me a text message. That's 305-409-6835. 305-409-6835, and I'll send you the link. And it'll be multiple links because we have like 3 chats. One for life, one for health, and one for those of you guys getting licensed. I wonder if I can put it on the chat. Okay, so this is financial.
Did you already discuss commissions on this, or is this for another call?
Yeah, that will be another call because each one of your agencies will have commission structure set up a little bit differently. But yeah, that'll be on another call.
Okay.
And feel free to reach out to me on one-on-one, and I'll break it down for you on that.
Thank you.
So I don't have 5 minutes after this call. I'm like back to back today, but I could possibly connect with you after 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Also, this is Dame. The promotion for the SNAP with the insurance is that Friday 6 p.m. That's the final time, or this?
Yeah, this Friday 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
The lead has to be in. It could close next week, but all the leads have to be in this week by Friday 6 p.m.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, perfect.
Valerie, can you go over all the trainings throughout the week for everything so we can make sure that we participate in all of them? Can you put them on the chat?
Sure, I'll put them in the chat.
Thank you.
Pretty much Monday we do health. Tuesdays we do like this, a comprehensive of all of our products, and then Wednesday we do our international. By the way, guys, everything that you saw there, we can do internationally as well. So we're going to be training on that. We have now Central America, South America, Northern Africa, all of Europe, and Asia. So if you know anybody there, you want to start building teams there, we have those products as well internationally.
How about the Philippines?
Philippines, yes.
Sweet.
Philippines, yes. Yeah, we unfortunately our mentor, Miss Alina Garcia Barabon, had an accident this weekend, is in the hospital. It's probably going to take a few months to fully recover. So I don't, as soon as she feels better, I'm going to have a conversation with her as far as travel, because she was supposed to be in Mexico City next week and Colombia the week after, stuff like that. So we are going to have to readjust those travel plans. But nonetheless, I keep telling her, and she's 65, she's a sweetheart. I keep telling her, Alina, we have Zoom now. We can be all over the world at real time. So she's working on understanding that concept, right? But yeah, if you have a leadership in other languages, right now we can pretty much cover the Romance languages. But if you have leadership in, you know, the Asian languages or stuff like that, and you want to connect with them and you want to open that market, man, I'll tell you, some of the best runs that I've had in my network marketing career has been in Asia, right? And just because I built a team in New York, and I'll end with this. There was about 3,000 people in a meeting in Flushing, New York, Chinese. The only thing that I understood in the whole thing was like, ching, 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 Armando Torres, everybody applauded. And that was the only words that I understood that entire meeting, right? But then the food was great, and the people kept hugging me and were happy and stuff, and that was cool. So it was fun. But it's fun when you build in other languages, and you know, it's fun to build anyways. So
I think I saw on the website that we can offer other products like international, so like travel insurance and stuff.
So we're working on, internationally we have travel insurance, we have kidnap and ransom, life and health. What else?
I know a travel agent, and I'm not sure if she sells travel insurance, but like I could refer, she could refer me people, and I could sell them the travel insurance.
Yep, absolutely. Or even better, yeah, you can sign her up. She can sell it herself, and then
yeah,
you
true.
pick up the override.
Yeah.
Kidnap and ransom. Yep.
Oh, this is the game changer.
Yeah, kidnap and ransom is big. Central and South America. That's a door opener. Yeah. Yeah, again, we've been working our tails off to make sure this is the biggest, baddest opportunity in the United States of America. There's no question about it, right? And now we're going and connecting with like big networks. Again, it's just about aggregating it, right? So by myself, I knew we could have done X amount, right? But now connecting with Avid, connecting with Superior, connecting with, you know, Snap, connecting with everybody that we're and we're not even done yet. I mean, we're just like starting out, right? With that's right, leverage. We're just starting out with the leveraging of the teams, and that's what I'm telling you. We'll be at 10,000 licenses by the end of this year. I mean, Xperia alone's bringing in, I think, like 3,000 licenses, right? So we're gonna grow big, bad, not ugly, big, bad, and pretty. Hey, there's my Houston team.
Armando, ¿cómo está?
Hey.
¿Cómo está?
Listo para la batalla. Listo para la batalla. We got some. I gotta talk to you guys, man. We gotta talk. We got some really cool things. Snap is gonna be a game changer for us as well. There's a couple of stuff that they can do with the deliveries and stuff that we can get people making money. So we definitely let's get on the calendar for tomorrow. All right, guys. I got like 30 more seconds on this call, and then I do have to go on the next call. Any other last questions, comments, or concerns? You guys fired up?
I'm excited.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Have
Guys,
a good one.
I appreciate everybody in the
Thank
call.
you.
Love you guys. I'm here for you. So you guys got my number. You got Valerie's number. You got Amber's number. Anything we could do to help you get big, let's get it done. All right. Talk to you later.
All
Love you
right.
guys.
Thank you.
All right. See you at 3.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.